The most famous and recognizable fast food in the world is arguably McDonald's, with over 38,000 restaurants in 120 countries and 1.5 million employees. There's a good chance you worked there in high school, or certainly have eaten there more than a few times. There's even a chance you've had a Happy Meal or two when you were a kid. Do you remember the toy that came in the box? Did you save it? Today it might be worth like $1,000. This is All Request History. If you've ever been curious about the history of, well, anything, you're in the right place. We currently have a low ratio of viewers to subscribers, which means you may be watching this, but you're not subscribed. Please take a minute just to hit the subscribe button right there in the corner, and then put your request in the comments, and you could be the next All Request History. Thanks this time to our subscriber, Nancy B978, for requesting the history of the Happy Meal toy. Now, Happy Meals have been a staple since their introduction by McDonald's in 1979. These toys are often tie-ins with popular movies, TV shows, and characters. Some vintage Happy Meal toys have become collector's items. Over the years, Happy Meal toys have undergone changes to stay relevant to the culture of the times. According to McDonald's as a corporation, the main effort of the toy in the Happy Meal box is to encourage learning through play for young customers. Oh, come on, it's just a cool free toy that makes kids beg to go to McDonald's, and it works. According to Google, about 1 billion Happy Meals sold each year. That's billion with a B. And with the current installation of adult Happy Meals, that number is sure to increase. And even better, the new Happy Meal for adults will come with an adult toy. A toy for adult. There's going to be a cool toy included in the box. The toy in the box was first introduced in 1974. This is the year that franchisee Yolanda Fernandez in Guatemala created the Happy Meal, thinking that regular meals were too big for kids. She also added a small plastic toy in each box to help make the whole experience that much more special. She called it Ronald's Menu. She presented the idea at the McDonald's convention in 1977, and it got mixed reviews. Meanwhile, a McDonald's executive from St. Louis stole an idea of a kids' meal from a fast food joint in St. Louis called Burger Chef. He brought it to the McDonald's board around the same time Yolanda did. His name was Dick Brahms. Now, he claimed to have invented the Happy Meal and the toy, and perhaps because he was a McDonald's executive, corporate officially named him the father of the Happy Meal in 1979. Yet another man claims to have created the Happy Meal with the toy. Ad agency chief Bob Bernstein was the one who told Brahms about the idea in 1975. Now, Bernstein claims that he came up with the idea while watching his kid eat breakfast and getting very excited about the toy prize in the box. So I guess in reality, the inventor of the free toy for kids at mealtime was stolen from Will Kellogg from Battle Creek, Cereal City. In most industry circles, the real creator of the actual kids' meal and the toy concept was Yolanda Fernandez. Although there's no clear record of the style or the type of toy first put into the child's meal by Yolanda or Bob or Dick, depending on which story you believe, but there is archival history from 1979 of Happy Meals, including themed puzzle books, spinning tops, ID bracelets, and McDonaldland character-shaped erasers, stencils, and several circus-themed toys in line with the most recognizable clown-like mascot, Ronald McDonald. Now, if you've saved the toys, you might be surprised about how much they're worth. Here's a few that will grab top dollar. The Minions figures from Despicable Me were from 2013. They're worth about $35 for the full set of 8. The Furby craze of 2000 was outrageous, so you'd think your Furby from the Happy Meal would be worth a lot. Well, if you have the complete set, you're looking at about $69 to $150 depending on the condition. In 1993, it was acceptable to offer separate toys for boys and girls. The Barbie collection, still in the box with all 4 figures, is available on eBay for only about $5. However, that was long before the Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie Oscar-nominated film of 2024 Barbie, so it might be worth a little bit more now. And speaking of boys' toys, if you have the 1983 Hot Wheels set, they're currently worth close to $520. And the highest value toys from 1999, the Ty Beanie Baby Boos. Remember teeny Beanie Babies? They're worth about $50 a piece if they're still sealed in the plastic. And the whole set of 16 is going for about $1,000. Now, if you don't have any, you can actually start collecting them today. They're included in every Happy Meal, but maybe not if you live in this California city. You see, San Francisco started banning Happy Meal toys in 2011 because of this direct quote: "It unfairly targets marketing at children who are unable to make healthy choices for themselves." So McDonald's workaround? It allows San Francisco franchisees to sell the toys separately for 10 cents to comply with the law. So now it seems, in addition to kids begging for a Happy Meal, parents in San Francisco also have to pay a dime to get them to stop whining for the toy that they were cheated out of. So while some were banned, there were others that became discontinued over the years due to choking hazards or plastic wrap dangers, and in 2021, the company announced it would no longer make toys out of plastic and begin using more sustainable, eco-friendly materials. Now here are some other toys you may or may not have seen in your Happy Meal box. They're not necessarily banned, but just really, really bad ideas. McDonald's collapsible camping cups. How about Ronald McDonald sunglasses? Or an empty, tiny plastic Halloween bucket? Literally, there was nothing in it. A minion that cursed. How the f*** did this happen? And lastly, the Step It Activity Band. A wearable pedometer watch designed for kids to track their steps. Some nutritionists reported that it was just a ploy to divert customers' attention away from the unhealthy nature of McDonald's food. You know, those nutritionists are very smart people. And finally, a list of toys you won't find anymore, not because they were banned or even seemed like good ideas at the time, but they were just plain weird. In the late 80s, McDonald's came out with changeables, or McRobots. Trying to capitalize on the Transformer craze, these little plastic burgers, fries, and drinks transformed into robots. Then there were Food Foolers from 1999. Again, a small plastic toy that didn't really do much. Who needs a Happy Meal box that changes into a computer? Or how about a soda cup that becomes a weird ray gun that, after it's transformed, still looks like a soda cup? Or a French fry box that turns into a flip phone? Or better yet, a McNugget box that turns into a camera? Here are some other, let's call them Mickey D fails. They include Spider-Man girl toys, McDonald's gardening tools, a Ronald McDonald toothbrush set, and toothpaste. And one of the earliest toys was probably the most strange, the McDonald's Tickle Feather Sponge. Toys are still included in Happy Meals, maybe not in San Francisco. And in keeping up with the technology and the more sophisticated imagination of kids nowadays, the toys are, let's say, a little fancier. In 2023, the Squishmallow was included in select markets. These are 12 different egg-shaped squishy figures with a QR code for each. You scan the code and you get a playlist of songs based on the character's personality. 2024 introduced commemorative 100th anniversary Disney characters, which makes sense because Disney and McDonald's have been collaborating for decades to produce Happy Meal toys. The most recent toy has become a bit of a trend. Today, you'll likely get an Adopt Me toy in your Happy Meal box. They are based on the popular Roblox game called Adopt Me. The game lets kids adopt their pet they receive, build and design its own home, and take care of their new pet and even befriend other players. These toys have changed quite a bit over the years. The Happy Meal, well, they've stayed pretty much the same. Close to 500 calories for the whole meal, unlike the Grand Big Mac at 820 calories just for the sandwich. So if all this talk of burgers and fries is making you hungry and you decide to head to the drive-thru, remember to keep the toy, whether it's a Happy Meal or if a Burger King kids meal is your thing. Well, at least you'll get to wear the crown while you eat. You'll also currently get a Paw Patrol toy. Hang on to it. It might be worth money someday. Well, thanks for checking in. Are you curious about the history of something? Well, hit that subscribe button, put your request in the comments, and you could be the next All Request History.